Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. Today we are going to be picking one or more, your choice, of these three decks. And what we're going to be looking at today is whatever comes up in the cards. It's actually an open reading. I'm going to let these cards tell us what they want to tell us. So for this deck, this crystal is Unakite. It's a Unakite heart. It's very beautiful. It has a little red at the tip here. And for the second deck, this is Red Carnelian. I'm sorry, what am I saying? This is red. This is the Tiger's Eye. I put the Tiger's Eye here because this Halloween deck has cats on every card. So of course this has to be accompanied by Tiger's Eye, because don't all cats think that they're tigers in reality? And for the third deck, this is red. The crystal is Red Carnelian. It's a beautiful color. So take as much time as you need to pick your deck, and I'll see you in either pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or multiples. So see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose this deck with this beautiful Unakite crystal heart. And we'll put this over here with its friends. And today we are asking the cards what they want to show us, just what they want to show us. So what do you want to show us, cards? I'm not feeling it yet. Actually, I feel this one. Haha. Message in a bottle. So this is our oracle card, and I also always love to look at the bottom of the deck. This is what I call the spirit card. So your oracle card is message in a bottle, which is obviously, that's very apropos for an oracle card, is message. This is number 15. And then your spirit card is this beautiful never-ending story. Look, there's so much going on. Oh, look at this heart. Is this going to be a love reading? This is number 37, if that has any significance to you. So, cards, we are open to whatever you want to show us today. What would you like to show us today? You are running the show today. One more time. What would you like to show us today? And what is the spirit card for this deck? The 5 of Cups. And look, this is the after tarot. And so it looks like, well, you know what? I'm going to leave this over here. So in case we want to look at more. So I'm going to put this here. But this is our other spirit card. This is the Five of Cups. And look, he returned and is eyeing the Two Cups. Oh, no, wait. Look, the figure is drowning. And this person is here with his arms like he's cold. Like maybe he just got out of the river too and is looking at this is a very interesting card. We might have to look at the guidebook on this one. So that's your second spirit card, your two spirit cards. All right, so what do we have? Oh, we have the Page of Pentacles. Looks like someone might be fulfilling an order here. Let's put these here to differentiate it from these two. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands, the Victory. I'm sorry, the Six of Wands. Sorry, the Victory. And he is also crowning someone else with the laurel wreath. So it's a shared victory. We have the Eight of Cups. Lots of cups. It looks like very similar here. It looks like it might be on the same river. The river of life. We have the Two of Wands. He's been joined by someone else. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he's just standing there alone looking with his with the world in his hands, but he's looking out in preparation for a journey. But look, it looks like right now he's been, well, it doesn't look like, he has been joined by this woman, and she is sharing the world with him. This might really be a love reading. Who knows? It's kind of looking like it might be. Just want to make sure you can see all your cards. All right. Up. Wow, we have the Seven of Cups. And it looks like he's chosen the jewels, the wealth, yet the snake has come out of the cup and is coiled around his waist. How interesting. We have the Three of Wands. He's releasing this eagle. And I know eagles didn't carry messages, but we can maybe link this. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to say that afterward. Wait. We'll see. We'll see what we see with all of the cards. The Four of Swords. The Empress. The Four of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles. So let's see what we have here. So I'm really seeing something has been halted in your world. Something has been halted. We have two cards. First of all, we have these two cards that are aftermaths of a choice. Aftermaths of a choice being presented to someone. This person was presented with 7 cups, 7 choices, 7, excuse me, 7 trajectories almost for his life. And this one was given had 3 cups and was given a 4th cup. And this person chose the wealth and is holding the wealth to them and is kind of, if you notice, the wealth is shining. I'm going to hold this up. If you notice, the wealth is shining and kind of casting their face in this kind of strange and eerie glow that doesn't seem altogether, healthy, right? And then they either don't notice or don't care that the snake is coiled around their waist. So there's that, and then we have this. This person was also given a cup. There's 4 cups. These 3 look empty, but then we have this 4th cup that they were given, and there's the cloud. I think that gave it to them, and they're pouring the water out from that cup. They're not keeping the water, they're letting the water go, and yet they seem pretty happy and relaxed. And look at the difference. Look at the difference between these two people, their face, their body language, everything about them is different. This person is looks like they're so into this hoarding that they're not even noticing that they're going to soon regret their choice. This person is open and easy, is letting the water go, trusting that it's going to bring them good in the future. That water is either going to come back when they want it more, or it's going to feed crops maybe down that will benefit this person, or something as good is going to happen from them letting it go. I'm seeing well, let me first I see a connection here. Hold on a minute. So I'm actually seeing a connection between these two as well, kind of furthering this choice, and these. There's a lot of choice to either reject or to hold. So this person is just so wrapped up in their grief that they are ignoring the 2 cups that are full, still hold something, and they're ignoring this person being swept away by the river. And this person, who knows, because this person is in red, they might have been this person walking away, because Look at all these cups. This person is walking away from what these cups hold. A few of them spilled, yes, but the other cups either might hold something, or look, they're like these golden goblets. Even the cups themselves have, excuse me, have value. You can see value in them. And so what I'm seeing is there's been a big struggle with you, pile number 1, or someone that you're close to. I don't want to say, I'm not getting a strong you or someone else. Pile number 1, there has been somebody, either you or someone you're very close to, struggling with a choice. Who knows? Is it a relationship? It seems like it really might be a relationship. But it could be any other huge decision. Even a decision, like a journey of self-discovery is what I'm trying to say. There is something that they have to choose to either accept or reject, and they have to look at you, either you or this other person. I'm starting to feel like it's another person, but it could be you. I'm gonna read it both ways. Either you, I'll say you. Okay, I'll say you, and if you're reading it, if you're getting the feeling that it's another person, then you hear it like that. But for those of you that it's your decision, you're the one listening to it, so I'm going to speak to you. You are in the midst of this major life decision. Are you going to hold on to what you think you want, even though there's danger in it? Are you going to greedily cram it to your chest and despite the dangers? Are you going to let it go and know and faith and trust that it's going to come back to you? Or are you going to be kind of stuck not making a decision? I think this, as the Spirit card, is saying, don't be stuck making this decision. You know what this other Spirit card is telling me? Make the decision, because it's a never-ending story. Choices come around again. This is not the end. Whatever happens is not the end. Things go forward, and you can get what you want, even if a couple cups are spilled. And even if you spill a couple of the cups, because look, this Four of Cups, this Four of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is very cold and very static, like it has been the same for hundreds of years and will be the same for hundreds of years. But in this deck, just a couple moments later, somebody's come to visit this tomb. Somebody's bringing life to something dead. So if this is your choice, you are going to be able to bring life to something that to all, to all who look at this situation, it seems like there's no life left. But look, in one moment that changes with this. There's a flower. She's not only there, she's also bringing a flower, and she's going to leave life. She's going to instill this static dead situation with life. The cards are really telling you, don't get stuck in indecision. Decide what you want and go for it, because you can in an instant change your state. The Empress, look how pleased she is. Look, I know it's not a light bulb, but look, she's having a light bulb moment. I know this isn't a light bulb, but it could be. I'm going to read it like a light bulb because, hey, you're having a light bulb moment. Pile number 1. You're having a light bulb moment. And this 7 of Pentacles, look how happy. They already started harvesting a pentacle. This person has already started harvesting a pentacle. Things are already coming to into harvest. It looks like... Oh, and I didn't even... Oh my gosh. I didn't even say this and this. These tell a story. I'm going to reverse them here for just to show you. There's a lot about choices, because the 2 of Wands is traditionally, this in the Rider-Waite-Smith, this figure is looking out over the land and alone. It seems very, again, kind of shades of this 4 of Swords, kind of lonely, to tell you the truth. And in one, sorry, I had to glare there. And in one moment, again, she brings life and joy into this tableau. Just like that. And just like that, approaching him, the whole mood of this 2 of Wands changes. It becomes from one person setting out, preparing to set out into the next journey. It's 2 people. And this 3 of Wands is also in the act of doing something, in the act of releasing this eagle, this hawk or whatever it is. And yes, I know that eagles don't usually carry messages, but who knows? I'm going to read it as this person is sending a message out. That's their decision. That's their first action. So maybe you're going to be either sending a message, pile number 1, or you are getting a message, depending on how you are listening to this. As I said, this could be you. Usually, you know, I'm reading this as being you, but it could be the energy of someone else. So what I'm seeing here is don't be stuck by indecision. Don't be stuck with grasping onto something, even if it's not right for you. Letting things fall apart and coming at them fresh, like this Page of Pentacles energy. Look at this. So we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Wands. These are all in the Empress, of course. These are all very favorable cards. We have a new beginning. We have a new beginning, and we have victory. We have victory parade. Not only victory, they're so victorious they got a parade out of it. How much more victorious can you be? Not many people get parades, and so this choice that you are making, or this choice someone else is making, this is so important to get your mind and your manifesting powers on what you want. Make the decision of what you want. Have your light bulb moment. Make the decision of what you want. Ignore, this could actually be favorable, like ignore what you don't, what's not serving you. Just find what does serve you and start your journey, start your new journey, and go for it, because the victory seems to be coming very soon. Changing your outlook from this to this, and from the old writer Wade Smith of going it alone and kind of being static, to bringing life and joy into something that seemed dead. If this is a relationship, one moment from you, one decision could totally change everything. And we all know that. One decision of you deciding to do something new, deciding to think about something, see things anew, changes everything. And then this Empress card seems to be both the light bulb moment, and underneath the Six of Wands, which is victory card, success. It also can be read also as fulfilled success, because its major thing in its major energy in here is light bulb moment, but it's also bolstering this victory and success card. So pile number 1, this is a very favorable reading. I feel for you that you've really been struggling with this choice. You've been very much struggling with this choice, whatever this is that you've having to decide about. It seems like a major part of your life, a major thing, either, career, relationship, where you're living, some huge decision. But I think I'm seeing that the advice is make your decision. You're not going to go wrong. You're not going to go wrong, whatever it is. Don't look at with regret. Make your decision, set out, go for it. You're bringing life you're bringing life into old situations that were lonely and or lifeless. And your energy, your force, your life force, your mindset is bringing life into something that might have been thought of as dead. Whatever it was, a relationship, a career, something. And look, you're harvesting all the good things, and you're having parades given for you. So pile number 1, this is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would love it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I do readings like this where I, either topics or more general reading, like this one is an open reading. And I also do week ahead readings once a week. So a card for each day, and those are a lot of fun as well. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe so that you don't miss any future readings. And thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful tiger's eye heart and this adorable Halloween deck. So we're going to put this little tiger's eye near its friends here. And actually, before I shuffle the tarot deck, I'm going to get an oracle card for this. So let's ask this oracle deck, this is just an open reading, what would you like to show pile number 2? What would you like to show pile number 2? Actually, it's this one. Observer. This coyote. Or is it a fox? I like coyotes. I'm going to call it a coyote. It's probably a fox now that I look at the coloring. But this coyote is looking up very intently at the moon. So this is your main oracle card. And I also always like to look at the bottom of the deck. Imagine. So this is what I call your spirit card. The one that comes off the bottom of the deck. So the spirit card, you can see immediately let me just juggle these. You can see this immediately. Hopefully what I'm seeing here, you're both the observer and you're the manifester of what you're observing. That's immediately what I'm seeing. You're both the observer and the manifester. I guess we don't even need to do the rest of the riddle. These are 2 cards that are just so synergistic. I can't even believe it. Okay, so let's shuffle these tarot cards and ask the deck, what do you want to show pile number 2? So obviously we have this, and this one is also coming. Oh, this one's also coming out. Keep on coming out. What do you want to show pile number 2? What does pile number 2 need to know? All right. So we're going to pull the rest from the top of the deck if we need to. And then we also have this spirit. Ooh, we also have this spirit card from the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. Ghosts is obviously cups. Look, it almost it almost looks like this ghost is holding lollipops. If you Halloween, of course, the ghost is going to be holding candy, right? So this looks like it's holding lollipops. We're going to put these 2 spirit cards together. We're just going to put this aside in case we need more. We'll put it up here in case we need more. And let's look at this. So the Lover's card comes up right off the bat. Vampire romance. We have the Magician. The ultimate manifestation card. We have a Hierophant. Lots of major arcana here. Another ace, the Ace of Bats is swords. Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, look at all these major arcana of the moon. So appropriate. So, okay. So this is very appropriate. This, werewolf, the moon. But what is up with this lobster and the lobster directional sign? I don't know what's happening, but I'm here for it, I guess. You can see these, right? Yes. Death card. Oh my gosh, look at all these. So far, it's all major arcana and aces. This is uncanny at this point. The Death card. So let's see. Let's push this up just a little bit. Here's this. Oh my gosh. This is uncanny. The Hermit card. The Nine of Pentacles. Pumpkins is Pentacles. And the final card, 10 of Pentacles. I swear this deck, I've been using it all the time lately because it is Halloween season. This is a very well shuffled deck. So this is extremely uncanny. So you have 2 wish fulfillment cards. You have 2 wish fulfillment cards. 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. 2 aces. The rest are major arcana. Let me readjust these cards so you can see them all. I'm going to be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I have rearranged things so that you can see this 10 of Pumpkins, Pentacles. I am like, this is an amazing reading. I just do not know if I've ever seen a spread quite like this one. So on first look, it looks like you might be having 2 new beginnings, 2 new, and not 2 new beginnings as like forced new beginnings, 2 new beginnings that you choose. You choose these new beginnings because look at your 2 cards. Your spirit card, this is your spirit card, and this is your spirit, I'm sorry, this is your spirit card for this deck. This is your spirit card for this deck. But, okay, so we have already seen these 2 at the beginning. You're the observer of the 3D, and you are the manifester. Okay? But if you, I'm going to keep this. If you look at this, this and this go together too. You're imagining, you are manifesting, you're creating this flow. You're creating this water right here. You're harnessing this and it's flowing out of this cup. This is pure imagination. This is pure manifestation right here, signified by this water. And this goes directly into this. 2 aces to start out these rows. What 2 things are you manifesting? This is an amazing coincidence. This hand is offering you 2 chances. The hand is you, but you're manifesting 2 things, and this spread is just so amazing. I'm still taking it in, but let me see if I can get through this here. So not get through this, but convey what I'm seeing here. So this Lover's card could signify two things. So as I often say, the Lover's card is less of a Lover's card than the Two of Cups is a Lover's card. Two of Cups is a Lover's card. The Lover's card could signify love, but also could signify choice. So, I'm actually not seeing a choice here, though, because you're being offered, not offered, you are creating two new beginnings. I'm saying offered because the hand is obviously offering. That's what, that's what the ace is, like, offering this new beginning. But this is all you. This is your pure, as Neville says, your pure human imagination is overflowing into the 3D. That's what you're doing. So this could definitely be love. Love can be, obviously, is for most people, is one of the things that they're manifesting. So I'm reading this as this line, this row is one manifestation, this row is another manifestation. So this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Cups goes into the Lover's card, the Magician, and the Hierophant. So obviously this for a lot of you is going to be a love manifestation, a specific person manifestation, or even if you don't have a specific person person in mind, if you just have a specific person that you want to manifest from scratch, basically. As I said, the Magician, these cards are saying it's so clear, it's so amazing to me. Your human imagination overflowing this cup. You're pulling rabbits out of this hat. You were pulling a rabbit out of this hat. In reality, this is no parlor trick. You are actually pulling this rabbit out of this hat. Look at how happy this little devil is too. Maybe with a little devilish, maybe you're doing it with a little devilish flair. It's so amazing what you're doing. This card isn't necessarily always seen as necessarily a warning card. On the contrary, it's seen as very stable, but I'm actually reading it as more of a not a warning as in like a warning, but a warning as in a reminder. Keep your thoughts stable. No matter what happens in the 3D, keep your thoughts stable. Keep your focus on what you want. You're pulling rabbits out of the hat in reality, not just as a trick. Keep your thoughts stable, your eyes on what you want, and don't let anything that happens in the 3D shake you. That's what this is telling me. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so clear, and it stems from here. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 1, 2. I don't know. This is so crazy, but anyway. On to this second row, we have the Ace of Swords. I wonder what this manifestation is for you. You know, this Hermit card in this deck, it always seems so businessy. You know how sometimes the Hermit is shown as, this ascetic on the mountaintop? This hermit is getting down to business in his laboratory. He doesn't care that he's alone. He's having so much fun. He's working, he's diligent, he's cooking up a storm of magic here. It's amazing. And what this might be, very well might be for you, is your career or some other like abundance or career manifestation because of that card. And look at how diligent Death is. Death is actually bringing life to this tableau, which is so funny. Death, the Death card is the death of the old so that the new can replace it. That's what the Death card means, okay? So what you're doing here is you're seeing, you are seeing your manifestation, whatever this manifestation. This is less clear, but as I said, I'm seeing either abundance or specific career tones here. This Death card is already past the stage of death. It's actually in the stage of bringing new life, because death itself is bringing new life here, watering these fully formed. They're pumpkins, but they're actually jack-o'-lanterns. They're growing as jack-o'-lanterns, and they're very, very excited about that. And look at these flowers. They're so excited, these sunflowers, but they're moonflowers because the moon is out, because it's nighttime. They're so happy. Everybody's happy. The buzzard's happy. The mouse, the rodent, is happy. Death's happy. Jack-o'-lanterns are happy. The cat is observant. Did you see this cat has wrapped its tail around the femur of Death? Very cute. So, as I said, between this Hermit and this Death card, this looks very career-oriented, abundance-oriented. This Moon card, well, let me save that for a second. This 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles is another reason why I'm seeing abundance and or career, because you know we can manifest money without even looking at, without even working for it necessarily. You know, you can manifest money in any way you want, but these two cards, this signifies a woman who is completely embodying abundance. She's so abundant, she lacks nothing, and she's so happy and secure. 10 of Pentacles is overflowing abundance. These are both amazing cards, and for them to come out together in this deck with all of this, such an amazing spread. I just can't even. I just cannot even. So, oops. The funny thing is, the interesting thing is, funny as in interesting, not funny as in haha. If you just look at the energy of these two cards, they're actually reversed as to how you would think of it. If I just said, let's just not look at these for a moment. If I just said the words moon and death, you would think two different things that are pretty different. Moon, ethereal, beautiful, beautiful light, shedding light in the darkness. Mostly people have positive connotations with the moon. Death, loss, destruction, pestilence, lots of ending, lots of negative things, right? Look at the energy of these two cards. They are reversed to what I just said. This death we already went over. Everybody's happy. Everyone. All right. So let's put that down. This moon card, this werewolf is extremely stressed looking. This skull, extremely stressed looking. This little Boston Terrier is looking up at this werewolf with a concerned look. Even this jack-o'-lantern. The cat looks more angry, concerned. See, the cat's eyebrows are down, whereas the cat up there and on the death card is kind of squinting. And you know how when a cat closes its eyes very slowly or keeps them sleeping, it's actually very contented. So what I'm saying is, you might get these reversed energies. You might notice these reversed energies in yourself or in the 3D. And the thing is, you are on the path of an overwhelming amount of abundance. Overwhelming, right here. And you're going to enjoy getting there. You're going to enjoy getting there. The old world, you know how Neville says you have to die to the old man? As in, you have to let go of your old conceptions, okay? You have to die to the old man, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love your new self, your new self-concept. Just beware of, what I'm seeing here is beware of something you might not even think is a problem. Maybe some old self-concept thing that's kind of stalling you. Maybe some sort of old, how can I say it? Hold on. Let me think how to say this. Oops. Let me think how to say this. So maybe some old trigger from the 3D, because that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. This, I mean, if you think about it, there's not much, there's not much of a bigger 3D, what am I trying to say? Situation than being a werewolf. You know, that is the ultimate 3D thing. You're turning into a werewolf, okay? It's going to be triggering. It's triggering this poor werewolf. It's triggering this poor werewolf. All right, so it could be blatant. It could be blatant. It could be some blatant thing that you know is a trigger for you. And what you're being asked to do is die to the inner man and be happy about it. And there's just a quick going within and then instant abundance. That's what I'm seeing right here, all right? Being an observer, as Ani from Create Your Future says, being an observer of your thoughts, not an absorber of your thoughts. And you might be called upon to even ignore something as huge as being a werewolf. You know, maybe, hey, it's Halloween season. Maybe some of you really are werewolves. Who knows? But this transformation, so that might be for some of you a big trigger. But for others of you, you might actually have a huge transformation. And that this literally might, for some of you, be these two cards being read together. Instead of these two cards being read together, or as well as these two cards being read together, these two cards could be being read together. The moon could be Death card part 1. Dying to the inner man and then recreating yourself. And again, Neville Goddard says you have to die to the inner man, as in you have to completely let go of all your old thoughts. All all of your old conception of the world so that you can be born again as the manifestor you are. So, pile number 2, this is an amazing reading. I cannot believe these cards. This is, you are on an amazing journey, which looks like it is this one up top. It seems like it's going to be very fast. This one down below seems like you're going to have to do a little bit of work, a little bit of triggers that are maybe a little bit deep-seated right now that you are going to overcome and have more riches than you know what to do with. You're going to be obscenely wealthy. That's what I see right here. Pile number 2, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I really would love to hear about what you're manifesting and how this is happening for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. It helps out the channel, and it also will let you see future readings and follow along with this manifestation through tarot journey, and let me know in the comments what is going on with you, pile number 2. This is an amazing reading and I loved doing it. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful red carnelian. Yeah. This beautiful red carnelian. Oops, this was from pile number 2. Oh, Cynthia, you know what? This was from pile number 2, but it was stayed out here, so I'll keep it all out here. They all like to be friends. So we're going to be pulling from this deck, but before we do, I'm going to get an oracle card first, and then a spirit card from this deck. So let's ask the deck, what does pile number 3, what would you like to show pile number 3? That was quick. No place like home. So this is your main oracle card. And then I also like to show, this is your spirit card. So let's look at this here. No place like home. Very beautiful card, very twilight card. This is number 50. Here you go. And then this is the spirit card, Poised. This is number 48. So let's see what we're doing here. So what does pile number 3 need to know? This is what we're asking the deck. Please let us know what pile number 3 needs to know. Let's take one more for now. Oops, looks like you're gonna get 2 more. So let's leave these here in case we need to know more. Oops, I almost forgot to get your spirit card from here. This is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is your spirit card from this deck. So let's see what's going on. And then I'll leave this here in case we need to see it. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, there's lots of cards here. The first card is the King of Cups. Very ethereal looking King of Cups. Right near the 8 of Cups. The Moon card. This also came out in pile number 2. The Moon card. Temperance. Will you be able to see this? If I put one more card here. Eight of Swords, so 2 8s, and a court card, and 2 major arcana so far. The Death card, you know, the Death card also came out in pile number 2. 8 of Wands, oh my gosh, this is the third 8 in your reading. You know, I'm seeing some similarities in tone with the second pile, if anybody is also called to watch that one. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Uh-oh, the Hermit card. Not uh-oh, I'm sorry. There's not an uh-oh. It's just that this also came out in pile number 2. So there's quite a few similarities between this pile and pile number 2. So you might really want to check it out if you had an inkling to. And oh wow, Ace of Swords. All right, so after this, I'm really, if you have any interest in seeing pile number 2, you might see something that there's just a lot of similarities. But I think you can see all these cards, so let's take a look at what we have for you, pile number 3. So the first thing I'm seeing, this is your spirit card for this deck. Obviously, one of the first things that stands out is there's 3 of the 4 8s. The only 8 that you're missing is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is 2 completely separate energies between this 8 and this 8. This 8 is signifying that this person feels stuck and they could walk away at any time, despite what this figure seems to be doing. The message of the 8 of Cups is this figure could extricate themselves at any time. They are bound through the torso, and their arms are bound, but they could always just walk away. Despite what it looks like, they could easily extricate their feet and just walk away from the situation. Whereas this 8 of Wands is signifying an acceleration in your affairs. So that's a very interesting energy. And this 8 of Cups is signifying this is right after the 7 of Cups. Obviously, the 8 of Cups is right after the 7 of Cups. But the 8 of Cups, 8 is right after 7, right? Obviously, we all know that. Most of us know that. But the 8 of Cups is signifying leaving things behind that are no longer working. But remember, the 7 of Cups is all about choice. There's 7 choices presented to the figure in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this figure is just going away. There seems to be something, because this 8 of Swords and this Eight of Cups, they're on the same row, which I often think is significant, like how they come out. Sometimes there's two separate messages, but all three of these eights are telling us something. This Eight of Swords and this Eight of Cups, what is it that you're needing to let go of? For a lot of us, for most of us, it is old thoughts that no longer serve us, and especially with the Eight of Swords, because the entrapment is all in this figure's mind. There's nothing entrapping this person other than their thoughts, because with one thought, they could just walk away. And actually, the Eight of Cups is, if you think about it, the Eight of Cups is what comes after this. This is obviously no longer serving this person, this figure, this person, creature. And so after that energy comes this energy, leaving it behind, leaving behind what no longer serves you. Doesn't have to be a place, doesn't have to be a person. It just can be the thoughts no longer serving. So it doesn't have to mean destruction, right? But looking at this row up here, poised for success is what I'm seeing, and what I'm you know, what's popping into my mind right now. Poised for success, leaving behind what is no longer serving you, and finding your King of Cups, which is this person, this figure with his beautiful antlers, with the sun and the moon hanging off of his antlers. He is completely fulfilled. He is signifying complete fulfillment, a magical figure. So leaving behind what is no longer serving you is immediately, from the proximity of the cards, immediately bringing you immediate fulfillment. Maybe not in everything, but immediate change to your circumstances. That's what I'm reading here. The moon is sometimes seen as intuition and positive, and sometimes seen as quite concerned and quite, you know, letting, in manifestation speak, letting your negative thoughts just rule over you. But this moon figure, the moon came out in pile number 2, and the reading was much more on the negative thoughts side. But this moon is extremely positive in nature. Some of the owls, you know, the owls signify wise, wisdom is what I'm trying to say. But look at this. She's got her thoughts, her magic in a box, her magic illumination. She keeps in a box, maybe during the day, and lets it out at night. Very positive. She's very serene, very positive, and also it's extremely serene. Okay? So this card, I'm not seeing any of the negative negative connotations. As I'm saying, what I'm seeing is letting go, immediate fulfillment, and immediate letting go of your negative thoughts brings you immediate fulfillment and serenity, and using your intuition, using your inner voice, and finding your stability, because this is another magical card. This is going with the flow and knowing your power here. She knows her power. She knows she's halfway. She's so strong that she's able to just flow with this surging surf that's really raging underneath her. She's still able to perform magic, very much like this moon card, and she's able to be this amazing creature who is, I'm at a loss for words because it's just such a beautiful image. She's able to be an amazing creature and have her magic flame hair in the middle of a raging storm. She still knows. So even if emotions and or the 3D are in a storm at the moment, keeping that abundance mindset, serenity, and stability, because walking away from the negative thoughts, the negative patterns, brings all this magic. These are strong cards. These are strong cards, especially together. Down here we have the Death card. We've already talked about the Eight of Wands a little bit. This means acceleration in your affairs. So the Eight of Wands is flanked by Death and Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh, look at all of this. Let me think for a second. We have an Ace at the end of this row. And plus, we also have this No Place Like Home. Let's see. Let me just look at this for one more second. This Death card always makes me laugh about how cute it is. Second time, this pile number 2 also had a very cute positive Death card. So let me just look at this for a second. All right, so you have the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The Eight of Wands is acceleration in your affairs. Eight of Wands is positive. We've already touched on the Eight of Wands. The Ten of Wands is actually just becoming exhausted, becoming just so overwhelmed that you're walking away. There's a lot of walking away, or there's a lot of walking away, or, you know, having walking away being what's best for you, flying away, ending. But it's all in a positive. It's all positive. But look, I wanted to show you this Death card. It's pretty funny. All right, so this Death card is showing so much positivity. Look at this. So the not only is the Death figure the skeleton, I'm going to call it the Death figure. Maybe this bird is the Death figure. This looks like a peacock. But look at this. It's all cashed out on the on the beach, listening to a conch shell and having these little greens growing out of its little body, and this peacock skeleton is just breathing magical light and life into everything. And even the sun, or no, I'm sorry, the moon is festooned with things that are growing. I don't know. It's just so cheerful. And oh, the hearts. You see these hearts coming out here on the beach? This is such a cheerful Death card, okay? Just like the one in pile number 2. I keep on bringing up pile number 2 because there's quite a few cards that are similar, so you might want to check that out. It's the last I'll talk about that. There's a Death. Doesn't have to, of course, doesn't have to be Death. There's a Death. I'm reading these two cards' energy together. I have this thing of saying goodbye. These 3 cards kind of together, saying goodbye to the old, letting in the space. So saying goodbye, walking away from what doesn't serve you, what is stressing you out, thoughts, whatever thoughts are just no longer serving you, okay? This Death, as Neville says, death to the old man, which means you have to let go of the old you to manifest the new 3D that you want. You have to let go, throw out the old you that was stuck, the old you that could have escaped at any time but chose to stay mired in your old thoughts. Okay, so dying to the inner man, to the old man, to the inner man, as Neville Goddard says, brings you instant acceleration of your affairs. And then you have this Four of Pentacles and the Hermit together. Four of Pentacles is kind of bringing in abundance and holding it, not in necessarily a greedy hoarding way, but in a, it brings me stability, it brings me joy to have this. And the Hermit card, again, these cards are so beautiful. This Hermit card is especially beautiful. Finding your place, finding your home. Could be a literal home, you could be literally moving, or you could just be finding a new way to be, that you're at home inside your own head, inside your own mind. Okay, so this Ten of Wands goes right into the Hermit, as in, oops, you are just laying down your burden of your old thoughts, laying down the burden of the inner man, the old man. You're laying down the burden of the inner man, old man, as Neville says. You're dying to it. You're setting down your burdens, and you're beginning anew with this Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. You are completely and utterly finding your new self, your new person that you have become. From letting go of the old you. And then, of course, the Ace of Swords, you are always having, I'm sorry, you're with the Ace of Swords, you are now setting out with your new life, with your new self. And as this whole upper thing here, these three cards, letting go of this, whatever this was that's keeping you stuck. The Ace of Swords is telling us that this death is quick. The death to the old man is quick. And so once you let go, there's a little moment of rest and recuperation. And then you see right after the Hermit is the Ace of Swords. So obviously this process is going to be quick, and immediately this new beginning. And then you have the King of Cups, which is the end of this Cups journey. Complete and utter fulfillment. This is a oh, I forgot to say, I meant to say, and I was thinking it, and I didn't actually say it. This Poised card is telling me, this is your spirit card for this deck. This is telling me you are poised for this. That you have listened and studied manifestation so much that this is your moment to do it. This is your moment. Being, what did Neville say? What is it that he would say? Oh, be a doer of the word, not just a listener. Just not just meaning, don't just listen to content. At some point, you're going to do do the practices and manifest what you need. There's nothing wrong with having to listen to things, having to listen to manifestation coaches. Obviously, how else would you learn? But at some point, and you're poised for it, you are going to be dying to the inner man, as Neville says, and flying away from what no longer serves you, as probably almost all of us. As I said, this would be the thoughts that no longer serve us. And now this is in your past. This is in your past, and this is your future. No place like home inside you. You are your home, meaning you are the one that stays. How am I trying to say this? You are the one that stays with you for your whole life, and you are the one that is your home. You're your home. And so you are finding the exact thing you need to do right now. You're poised for it. You're doing it right now. This is your moment. Use your intuition and your magic, and your work, your manifestations are here, and you are going to be completely fulfilled. Oh, pile number 3. This is some intense energy. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed giving it for you. And please like the video if you've enjoyed this reading. Comment down below if you would like to, and I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future readings. And I really thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next reading.